So the UK's burgeoning space industry is really going great guns. But how does it get on with government? How do we get the partnerships from the SMEs and so on? Well, the person who's going to tell us that is Patrick Cahill. He is the Deputy Director of the Strategic Partnership Programme of the UK's Cabinet Office. Patrick, welcome.
Thank you, Al.
Now tell us about this. How are we actually going to get people to be able to sell their private goods and get it into government?
Well, I think we have to give you a marketplace to do that, because there's quite a lot of good suppliers out there, both at the SME and the large corporate section, but they have to find a way into government. Government being quite a difficult place to navigate to. Luckily, we have the Crown Commercial Service, which is the government's shopping cart, and we have now created a Crown Commercial Service Dynamic Purchasing System, a DPS. This DPS will allow SMEs to join the DPS marketplace at any point when they're ready, so they can actually make their goods and services in the space-based technology area available to government, especially the public sector, police and local government.
How does that help innovation by the partnerships?
Well, the good thing about the DPS is you can go on the shelf and be a DPS member, but you still have to compete for the business that the public sector will place out there. So DPS is not a God-given right to get work from government, but it will create innovation by having a government competition for a problem-solving solution that the sector need to solve. So we'll have public sector organisations like local governments trying to solve problems around waste collection or traffic management or fly tipping, anything that you think would have a space-based solution hidden behind it somewhere. It won't look like it's a space-based solution, but behind it there's a satellite and there's some comms and there's some data being manipulated. Now we need to open the mindset of the public sector to space and make sure that they realise space is affordable, space is available, and this marketplace is where they're going to get their hands on it.
And finally, Patrick, it's not just a London, Westminster project, this is it. You're going to reach the whole of the UK.
Yeah, this definitely will reach the whole of the UK, because the Crown Commercial Service reach is across all public sector. So we'll be able to make this available just like we make all our other Crown Commercial Service available to the public sector. So we opened the DPS on the 9th of September for suppliers to actually join. It's a very simple process to join. It's a one-day exercise out of your time to fill the forms in, standard commercial terms and conditions. And then on the 10th of October, we're opening this up to the public sector buyers to be able to access what's on the shelf, so to speak, that the suppliers have put in from the 9th of September till the 10th of October. From the 10th of October onwards, that's the first tranche, should we say, of opening. But of course, it's not just opening and closing at this point. It's dynamic. It'll run for 3 years with an option of maybe an extra year afterwards. So a dynamic purchasing system means you don't have to get in the first day, but it would be wise to be one of the early birds, I think.
So there you go, get your applications in, and who knows, the skies are the limit.